All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Ba'ashem Chakdash. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, meaning He is, He exists, He to be, Ba'in Hadasham, Yahweh Shai, being the name of the only begotten Son, meaning He saves, He delivers, Rachakdash, Holy Spirit, and double honors to the apostles and elders, great most never wealth, peace and blessing to the elected nation of Israel. Okay? Back at it again with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. Winless lesson is edifying. I'm the brother Ottawa from Great Millstone, West Palm Beach. All right? And just getting straight to it through the spirit. You know, if you were wondering why I turned around, all right, while I gave praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, because the east is that way, man. You know, when you give praises, you know, it's good to face Jerusalem, all right, which is towards the east, all right? But nonetheless, you know, I wanted to get into something through the spirit. Speaking to myself first and foremost, man, all possibilities begin with faith, all right? Because at the end of the day, we always have to realize that there's nothing too hard for Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, man. You know, but we have to genuinely believe that. Okay? And this flesh gets weak at times, and this flesh speaks hastily, and, you know, sometimes you'll count yourself out right before the finish line. You know what I mean? Because the flesh sometimes get the best of you, man. But you got to understand that, look, man, there's nothing too hard for the Lord, man. All right? You know, we serve the same God that raised up our Lord Yahweh Shai from the grave, man. Okay? And multiple other people from it as well. You know, we serve the same God that, you know, delivered our forefathers from Egypt. Okay? That brought all types of plagues upon Pharaoh and his house. We're serving the same God that is able to do anything he pleases, man. Okay? The same God who Gideon with the fleece, right? He had the fleece. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was a fleece. All right, but basically, Gideon said, Lord, put it on the ground and let the cloth be dry. Right? And the Lord did it. Then Gideon said, Lord, let the dew be a cloth and let the ground be dry. And the Lord did it. That's the same God we serve, man. Okay? The same God who delivered 1,000 Philistines unto Samson with a jawbone of an ass. The same God that delivered King David out of his troubles. I'm just going down a list of the greatness. And there's so many different. The same God that delivered Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego out of the fiery furnace, man. Okay? It says their clothes didn't even smell like smoke, man. And they were not burnt by the flame. Same God that delivered Daniel out of the lion's den. You know? The same God that gave Yahweh Shai power to walk on water. All right? This is the God we serve, man. You know, so doubt him, okay, is really disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, because sometimes the flesh gets the best of you and you speak in your haste and you'll say, you know, oh, you know, you ain't gonna make it, right? But we got to trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, man. You know what I'm saying? We have to trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. We got to understand that the Lord is able to do whatever he wants to do, man. You know? So we got to trust in that. Okay? And I was meditating on something earlier this morning. And, you know, I was thinking about it, man. With these two precepts right here. This is Hebrews chapter 11, starting at verse 6. It says, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him, man. Okay? So, if it's impossible to please the Lord, man, you got to understand how heavy that is, because our Lord Yahweh Shai said in Mark 9:23, Yahweh Shai said unto them, if thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth, man. All things are possible to him that believeth, man. Why? Because you're tapped into the power source, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. But if you don't have faith, it's impossible to please the Lord. It's impossible if you don't have faith, man. But all possibilities begin with faith, man. You got to believe that the Lord can do it for you. You got to know in your spirit, hey, the Lord could do it for me, man. And you know, sometimes the flesh will speak hastily and think that it's cut off. But we got to trust Yahweh Shemel Shai. You know, like in the book of Psalms, it says, I spake in my haste, right? Thinking that you were cut off, you know? But at the end of the day, you got to trust in the Lord, man. You know? You got to trust Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. Okay? Because without that trust, you're not going to have any peace of mind. You're not going to be able to accomplish what you're to accomplish. All right? But when you have your mind stayed upon the Lord, when you trust in Yahweh Shemel Shai fully, that's when you can really accomplish things, man. This is Isaiah 26:3. Thou will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. Right? So if your mind is fixed on Yahweh Shemel Shai, you're going to be in perfect peace, man. You're not going to have no worries, all right? Because you know at the end of the day, no matter what, the Lord got you, okay? And you also have to believe that whatever you're going through, whether it be good or bad, at the end of the day, if you're of the elect, if you're sincerely singing Yahweh Shemel Shai and sincerely trying to do right by the Lord, all right, to the best of your ability, guess what? Whatever you go through is for your benefit. Even if it doesn't look like it, man. Even if it doesn't look like it. As the scriptures say, Romans the 8th chapter, in verse 28, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love Yahweh Shemel Shai. So you got to ask yourself, you love the Lord? And how can you answer that question on point? How do you know if you love the Lord or not? By keeping his commandments, by respecting the flock, showing love to the brethren. Okay, that's how you know if you love the Lord. You know what I mean? But if you check those boxes, yes, that means you love the Lord. So what's the promise for those who love the Lord? Because everything written in the scriptures, every word of the mouth of Yahweh Shemel Shai is faithful. And when you go into the word, all right, as far as like the word Lord in context, the word there is dabar, all right, which means word / promise. Or you go into the promise, it means word, dabar. So basically the Lord is like, hey, my word is my bond. All right, the Lord is not a man that he should lie. The Lord is not a man that doesn't uphold his word. Okay? That's the reason why we're not destroyed as the nation of Israel. As it says in the book of Malachi. Let me get that real quick, man. You got to really meditate on these things, man. The Lord is faithful, man. And I'm speaking to myself. You know, first and foremost, man, we get weak at times in the flesh. Doubt, all right? But that's not the spirit to be in. And I'm getting on myself right now. It's the spirit to be in. You know, you don't want to doubt, man. Don't doubt. You know what I mean? Don't doubt, especially if this far in the game. You know, the Lord done showed us so many things thus far. He woke us up to our heritage, man. It's a miracle that we even know we're lights alone. That alone is a miracle, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like to doubt Yahweh Shemel Shai is an ultimate form of disrespect, man. And I'm speaking to myself right now, you know? We got to trust in Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. And sometimes the Lord will put you through a lesson. Because remember, the Lord is our Father. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes he gives us that tough to teach us that we need to tighten up in certain areas. So he might give you that tough love. You know, hey, son, you need to do better in that area. So you might feel it, right? And, you know, but don't get discouraged at that. Like the scriptures say, despise not the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, man, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. So if the Lord loves you, he's gonna chasten you, man. It's because he wants to see you do better, not because he wants to destroy you. So when he's chastening you, I'm speaking to myself because, well, you know, it's not necessarily bad, but at the same time, it made me feel bad. You get what I'm saying? So, and you know, I just fill y'all in because I don't want nobody thinking nothing wrong or nothing negative. I'm trying to be without guile. Long story short, I was supposed to get a homework done. You know, I was procrastinating. I was supposed to get it done at a specific time. And, you know, my flesh best to me. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna get it done. I ain't gonna get it done. I ain't gonna get it done. And thankfully to Yahweh Shema Shai, I got it done. But I didn't get it done at the specific time I was supposed to. Right? I got it done a little bit after that time. So the point of the matter is, I low-key was counting myself out. I low-key was doubting, man. You know what I'm saying? And I could tell that rubbed the Lord the wrong way, because the Lord had me finish just scarcely after the deadline I was supposed to meet. But if I was to just keep the faith and just been like, yeah, I'm going to get it done, the Lord would have probably had me finish it on time and on point. But this is a learning lesson. You know what I'm saying? Like the Apostle Paul said, godly sorrow worketh repentance. Now, I don't need nobody to validate me, and I'm not trying to look a certain way. As long as Yahweh Shema Shai knows in the spirit that I'm sincere, that's what matters to me, man. You know what I mean? I love the flock. I care about the flock. I do. At the end of the day, the only validation we need is Yahweh Shema Shai's validation. That's it, man. You know, but of course we want to still set the right example for the flock. But the point of the matter is that, you know, I was like, damn, bro, like, why you doubt? Oh, thou of faith, right? And I'm speaking to myself. What do Yahweh Shai say? We just read this precept the other day too. It's crazy. Peter, you know, Peter and Yahweh Shai walking on water. He said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me to come unto you, walk on the water with you. He said, yeah, come. And Peter was walking on the water, right? But what happened? When he saw the wind boisterous, right? That's when he began to doubt. And what happened? He started to sink, man. But it says, then when he cried out to the Lord, Lord, save me. It said, immediately Yahweh Shai stretched forth his hand, and he said unto him, O thou of little faith. All right? Wherefore didst thou doubt? And that applies to me right now. Like, man, why you doubt, man? You know, there's nothing too hard for the Lord. And we say these things, but we got to really understand these things. And I'm not saying brothers don't. I'm not saying sisters don't. But we got to really know that the word of the Lord is true and faithful and true. The Lord said there's nothing too hard for me. If the Lord said his hand is not short and that it cannot save, you best believe that's true, man. Okay? So at the end of the day, we have to believe that Yahweh Shema Shai got our best interests at heart, and that he's never going to leave us nor forsake us, man. And anything is possible with the Lord. Anything is possible, man. And this isn't to sound cliche. This is not to sound, you know, oh, yes. You know, it's just true, man. It's the fact of the matter, because we got to understand, we're serving the same God that did all these great miracles in the earth. The earth within itself, its existence is a miracle. Scriptures say how the Lord created the earth and formed it from things that were not, right? All right, and things that were void, right? You got to understand, the Lord has earth upon nothing. All right, man, kind of overwhelming. It's not kind of, it is overwhelming when you really think about the power of the Lord, man. You know what I mean? And to doubt him really is like, come on, dude. You know, and I'm getting on myself right now, but I don't want the flock to get discouraged by the message. I want y'all to be encouraged by this message, man. You know, and learn from my mistake. Don't doubt the Lord, man. You know, speaking to myself, first and foremost, don't doubt the Lord. You know what I mean? I know it might not always look promising. Things might not always look like it's going in your favor. But that's what the Lord wants to see. He wants to see if you're going to believe to the very last end, man. You know? So, message at hand, man. And the Lord doesn't change. Malachi 3:6. I, the Lord, change not. Therefore, you sons of Jacob are consumed. Because the Lord is faithful, because he keeps his word, is why we're still here today. You know what I mean? And think about it, man. If the Lord said that these curses was going to come upon us and these judgments were going to overtake us, and it happened, so how much more the blessings, man? The Lord said that he was going to bless us if we believe and if we abide by him and we stay faithful and true and we stay diligent. He said he was going to reward us, man. So if he brought the curses on us, he's going to bring the blessings on us too. Okay? But it all starts with faith, man. And I'm really getting on myself because it's like, damn, you know? Come on, Jake, don't doubt. You know what I mean? And the Wadi Yahweh Shema Shai, at the end of the day, still what I needed to get done, but I ain't getting done in time, you know, but that's also a learning lesson for me. Stop procrastinating, nigga. Real shit though. Stop procrastinating, Jake. You know how we do, man, as Israelites, but that's no excuse. You know what I mean? And I'm not the type of person to give excuses. I don't even like to give excuses. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. I don't. You know what I mean? If I ain't execute, I'm the type of person just say, hey, Salakia, I don't like to, I didn't execute because X, Y, and Z. Nah, bro. You know what I mean? And like I said, the Lord is our Father, so he's going to chasten us. He's going to give us, he's going to teach us certain lessons and things that we need to do in order to get right and do better, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, Yahweh Shemashai is building our character. You know, so while you're going through the fire, he's cleansing all those impurities out your spirit. He's getting all those undesirable traits out of you, man. You know, so you're going through certain things that are exercise those certain traits out of you. Like, let's say you have a patience issue. The Lord's going to put you in a lot of situations where your patience is going to be tested. Whatever it may be. Okay, you got to understand, whatever undesirable trait about yourself that the Lord is trying to exercise out of you, you're going to go through it. Let's say you have an issue with order and being in order. The Lord is going to put you in situations where you're going to have to learn to take the low and learn to be in order. All right. And you got to understand that, look, man, you know, the sooner you learn the lesson, the better. And I'm going to say this because the more you resist the spirit and buck up against the lesson that Yahweh Shemashai is trying to teach you, the harder the lessons are going to become, man. Okay? And the more the Lord's going to show you, it's time for you to fucking tighten up, man. Okay? You know? It's just like when you're chastising your child. At first, you might give him an admonishment. You might say, hey, don't do that. All right? Then you say, hey, don't do that. Then they do it again. Hey, if you do that again, I'm going to give you a whooping. They do it again, you give them a whooping, right? And then they do it again, you like, didn't I tell you? You whoop them harder. You know what I'm saying? All right? Basically, the example is, look, man, take heed to the correction the first time. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. Because you wanna take heed to the correction before the judgment comes. This is Sirach Ecclesiastes 18:20. It says, before judgment examine thyself, and in the day of visitation thou shalt find mercy. Right, man. Okay, so before the Lord executes judgment, examine yourself, man. Because you don't want the Lord to judge you. I know I don't. All right? You know, so it's a balance at the end of the day, man. And we got to just know, we got to know when we're slipping. Ooh, as it also says in Sirach 21:7, a man of understanding. I'm going to read it. Okay? I'm going to read it, man. You know? And that's thing, you know, we go through different admonishments and lessons in life, and you're going to have highs and lows, but at the end of the day, keep the faith. Keep the faith. Keep the faith, man. This is Sirach Ecclesiastes 21:7. An eloquent man is known far and near, but a man of understanding knoweth when he's slipping. So we got to know when we're slipping, and we got to be able to get on top of ourselves and, you know, be on top of our shit, man. Speaking to myself first and foremost, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you don't want to piss the Lord off, man. Nobody want to displease their parents, you know, and if you do, you're a demon. All right, and I said what I said. All right, if you genuinely want to displease your parents, and it's not for righteousness' sake. If it's not for righteousness' sake, right? Because let's say your parents on some demonic type of timing, and they're mad at you because you following the Lord in righteousness, then okay, I can see why you wouldn't mind displeasing them for righteousness' sake, you know. But as far as like you just don't want to do what they tell you to do, you don't want to honor them, you know, to be wicked, you're a demon, man. And most of all, you don't want to displease your parent, so to speak, which is Yahweh Shemashai. We want to honor our father, man. We want to fear our master. The Lord is our father. He is our master. So if he's our father, he deserves honor. If he's our master, he deserves fear, man. Fear and honor for Yahweh Shemashai. Fear and honor, man. Sir, like Yeshai said to me one night, as the scriptures say, serve the Lord with fear, rejoice with trembling, man. We got to serve the Lord with fear, man. The Lord ought to be feared, man. Okay? And if you don't fear the Lord, he going to show you why he need to be feared, man. The Lord is scary, bro. To be without Yahweh Shemashai's covering is a very fearful thing. Hebrews 10 is a fearful thing to fall into the living power, man. The Lord can really jack you up. In ways you didn't even know was possible, the Lord can jack you up. And it's fucking scary when you think about it, man. Okay? You got to understand what the Lord's getting ready to bring. The Lord's getting ready to bring fire upon the godly, man. And it's going to melt their flesh off of their bones while they stand on their feet. Zechariah 14:12. Do you know how fucking dreadful that is, man? And guess what can land you in that? Doubt, being fearful, being unbelieving, being abominable, being an adulterer, a murderer, a thief. Okay? Hating your brother. You know what I mean? Not trusting in Yahweh Shemashai, not fearing the Lord. That can get you into the lake of fire, bro. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to be there, man. Okay? So, if you want to avoid that, you got to fear the Lord and you got to trust in Yahweh Shemashai, man. And I'm going to wrap it up with this precept right here. You know, and like I said, I don't want the flock to be discouraged by this message. I want you to be encouraged. No, learn from someone else's mistake. Never doubt the Lord. And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. And Abarat Dazal moving forward, I never doubt Yahweh Shemashai ever again. Okay? Because this shit ain't fucking right, man. And even while I was going through it, I was like, even while I was going through it, my spirit was, man, you tripping. Like, yeah, the Lord could get you to finish this shit, man. You know? But you have to learn to tell the flesh. And I'm going to say it like this. You got to learn to tell the flesh to shut the fuck up. Okay? You got to learn to tell the flesh to be quiet, man. Because the flesh going, that weak ass shit. All right? You got to learn to tell the flesh and be like, man, stop talking, man. Man, be quiet, man. All right? Learn to tell the flesh to shut up, man. Because the flesh is going to just yap, 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 yap. And them demons going to feed into that shit. So you got to learn to think with the inner man spiritually in righteousness and be like, man, stop doubting my power, man. You know? Come on, man. Man, it's time to turn up, man. We at the end, man. It's time to turn up, man. It's time to trust in the Lord. And with full-fledged, it's time to turn up, man. It's time to turn up in righteousness, man. We at the end, man. Ain't no redos. Okay? So, like the brother goes saying, your next move got to be your best move, man. We got to be on point at all times. When you sleeping, when you awake, when you turn to the right or to the left. You got to be on point spiritually, man. Because it's war. And them coming hard, bro. They coming harder and harder because they see we're at the end. Esau going to come with that great wrath. And if you down in the green tree, how much more in the dry, man? Come on, man. We ain't seen shit yet. We ain't fucking seen shit yet, man. You know? And I'm getting on myself, man. Ain't no time doubting right now. We ain't seen shit. How much more when we being persecuted? Bullets flying past your head. Head in a guillotine. How much more that time, man? Keep the faith, man. Let's go. And I'm turned up right now. This is Isaiah 26:3. I'm reading it again. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted in thee, man. All right? Like it says in Wisdom of Solomon, you're going to be quickly without care. When you're a friend of wisdom, you're going to be quickly without care. The brother Marshall know that precept. Wisdom of Solomon 6, and starting at verse 14, whoso seeketh her early shall have no great travail, for he shall find her sitting at his doors. To think therefore upon her is perfection wisdom, and whoso watcheth for her shall quickly be without care. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Psalms 23:1, man. We ain't gonna worry about nothing because the Lord got us, man. Quickly without care, man. Quickly without care. Okay? Trust in that, man. Speaking to myself first and foremost. Sirach Ecclesiastes 26, riches and strength lift up the heart, but the fear of the Lord is above them both. There is no want in the fear of the Lord, and it needeth not to seek help, man. Okay? So you ain't gonna need help when you fear Yahweh Shemashai, because the Lord is always gonna take care of you. Verse 4, Isaiah 26:4. Trust ye in the Lord forever. Not for a moment, not for a day, forever. For in the Lord Yahweh is everlasting strength, man. And I'm going to wrap it up with that. Lord willing, that if I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash, man. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great most and well peace and blessings to the elected nation of Israel, man. All right. Love you, brothers and sisters of the elect, you know. Lord willing, is that a fine, man. Let's go. Shalom and a Baba Ball.